The moment fans thought they had seen it all, everything changed. Just when the world of the boys was already spiraling into chaos, a shocking twist sent waves through the fandom. A reunion no one dared to fully believe was coming. Yes, it's real. The brotherhood that defined an era is back, but not in the way you remember. And at the center of it all stands Jensen Ackles, calm on the outside, but hiding nerves that even the toughest fans didn't expect. Because this time, it's not just another season, it's the end game. For years, Supernatural built one of the strongest on-screen bonds in television history. The connection between Jared Padalecki, Misha Collins, and Jensen wasn't just acting, it became something deeper, something real. Nearly 2 decades of shared scenes, emotional storylines, and unforgettable moments turned them into family. So when news broke that Jared and Misha would step into the brutal, unpredictable universe of the boys, fans instantly knew this wasn't just casting, it was history colliding with chaos. But what no one expected was Jensen's reaction. Behind the scenes, the man who brought Soldier Boy to life, one of the most dangerous and complex characters in The Boys, admitted something surprising. He was nervous, not because he doubted their talent, but because he cared too much. Imagine watching someone you consider family step into a battlefield you know all too well. That's exactly how Jensen described it, like watching your own child step up for the first time, hoping they don't stumble. That pressure wasn't about performance, it was about legacy. And that's what makes this reunion different. When Jensen first stepped into the role of Soldier Boy, it wasn't just another character, it was a challenge. A man completely out of place in a modern, chaotic world, an analog soul in a digital age. That contrast created something unique. Soldier Boy wasn't just powerful, he was disconnected, confused, and sometimes unintentionally hilarious. Jensen leaned into that imbalance, finding humor in darkness, levity in destruction, and that's what made the character unforgettable. But now, the stakes are higher than ever, because this isn't just another season of The Boys, this is the final chapter, the last ride, and everyone knows it. The pressure? It's real. Both Jensen and Laz Alonso have openly admitted that closing a show like this isn't easy. Fans are watching more closely than ever. Every decision, every storyline, every ending, it all has to land perfectly. There's no room for mistakes when you're wrapping up a story that has captivated millions around the world. And yet, there's confidence. After seeing early episodes, the cast felt something shift. That familiar energy, that raw intensity that made The Boys stand out from the beginning, it's back. Bigger, darker, and more unapologetic than ever. The show isn't trying to reinvent itself in its final moments. Instead, it's doubling down on what made it powerful in the first place. Fearless storytelling, brutal honesty, and a mirror held up to society. But while fans are focused on the explosive action and shocking twists, something deeper is unfolding within the characters themselves. Take Mother's Milk. For seasons, he's been the backbone of the group, the one trying to keep everything together while chaos unfolds around him, the voice of reason, the moral compass. But in this final season, that version of him is fading. According to Laz Alonso, this is a darker, more broken version of the character. After years of fighting, of trying to do good in a world that refuses to change, he's reached a breaking point. And that raises a haunting question. What happens when the last good man starts to lose hope? Because in a world like The Boys, hope is dangerous. At the same time, the show continues to build on its signature style, blending intense drama with unexpected cultural touches. Mother's Milk's iconic music tease have become a fan-favorite detail, and this season promises even more surprises. Behind the scenes, Laz has been deeply involved in choosing these elements, even reaching out personally to artists to bring authenticity to the character. And while he's keeping some secrets, he hinted that one major name, someone who made headlines recently, will appear in this final season. It's these small details that remind fans why the show feels so real, even in its most outrageous moments. And speaking of outrageous, nothing compares to what happens when Soldier Boy and Homelander collide. Two titans, two egos, one explosive dynamic. If these characters were forced into something as simple as a therapy session, the outcome would be anything but calm. Jensen himself joked that Soldier Boy wouldn't last a minute. A man from a different era, built on toughness and silence, he wouldn't even entertain the idea of talking about feelings. For him, problems aren't discussed, they're buried, ignored, or drowned in a glass of scotch. And that perfectly captures the chaos of the boys. Because beneath all the violence and dark humor lies something real, a commentary on power, trauma, and the way people cope or fail to cope. But what truly makes this season unforgettable is the reunion itself. Seeing Jensen, Jared, and Misha share the screen again, even as completely different characters, creates a strange, almost surreal energy. For them, it wasn't easy. Years of playing the same roles together meant they had to relearn how to interact in a new way. Different personalities, different dynamics, different stakes. It took time, multiple takes, and a lot of adjustment. But once they found their rhythm, something clicked. And that's what fans will feel when they watch it. Not just nostalgia, but evolution. This isn't supernatural. This is something darker, more twisted, more unpredictable. And yet, the bond between them still lingers beneath the surface, adding an emotional layer that can't be scripted. Behind all the action, all the chaos, all the shocking moments, there's a simple truth. This is the end of an era. Series finales are never easy. No matter how well they're done, someone will always feel disappointed. Expectations are too high, emotions too strong. Even the creators know it's impossible to please everyone. But that doesn't stop them from trying to deliver something unforgettable. And according to the cast, that's exactly what they've done. Instead of playing it safe, The Boys is going out the only way it knows, loud, bold, and unapologetically real. It's not about tying everything up neatly. It's about staying true to the story, the characters, and the message. Because in the end, that's what fans remember. Not perfection, but impact. And as the final season approaches, one thing is certain. This isn't just another TV ending. It's a moment that will be talked about, debated, and remembered for years to come. A reunion no one expected. A story that refuses to hold back. And a finale that promises to leave its mark no matter what.